One of the most common questions I hear from patients is, how do I know when it's time for a facelift? That's a great question because most people aren't waking up one morning and suddenly deciding they need facial rejuvenation surgery. In reality, the aging process happens gradually. Most patients notice subtle changes over the course of several years before they ever consider scheduling a consultation. What's interesting is that many people who would benefit from a facelift don't initially come into an office asking about a facelift at all. Instead, they tell me things like, I look tired all the time, my jawline isn't as defined as it used to be, or I don't recognize myself in photographs, I feel younger than I look. These are often the first signs that facial aging has become noticeable enough that patients began exploring their options. One of the biggest misconceptions about facelifts is that they're based on age. Patients often ask, am I too young for a facelift? Or am I too old for a facelift? The truth is that there is not a specific age when someone should have a facelift. I've seen patients in their 40s who are excellent candidates, and I've seen patients in their 70s who are excellent candidates. The better question isn't how old you are. The better question is what changes you're seeing in the mirror. One of the first areas patients notice is the jawline. Over time, this crisp definition between the face and neck begins to soften. Jowls may develop, and the lower face may start to look heavier than it did in previous years. Another common concern is the neck. Many patients tell me that they are comfortable with how their face looks from the front, but when they see themselves from the side, they notice loose skin or fullness beneath the chin that wasn't there before. Others become frustrated because they feel like they look tired, even when they're well rested. This often happens because aging affects the entire face, not just one isolated area. The cheeks, the jawline, neck, and lower face all work together to create a youthful appearance. As those structures change over time, the face can begin to look older even when a person feels energetic and healthy. Another clue that it may be time to consider a facelift is when non-surgical treatments are no longer producing the results you're looking for. Many patients begin their facial rejuvenation journey with skincare, Botox, lasers, or fillers. These treatments can be extremely effective and play an important role in maintaining a youthful appearance. However, there comes a point when volume loss and tissue descent becomes more significant factors than wrinkles alone. At that stage, patients sometimes find themselves doing more and more non-surgical treatments while seeing less and less improvement. That's often when a facelift conversation becomes appropriate. It's important to understand that considering a facelift does not mean you're committed to having surgery. In fact, many patients are surprised to learn that a consultation is simply an opportunity to understand their options. Sometimes a facelift is the best solution. Sometimes another procedure may be more appropriate. Sometimes patients aren't ready yet, and that's perfectly fine as well. The goal is to understand what's causing the changes you're seeing and what options are available to address them. Ultimately, the right time for a facelift is different for every patient. It's not determined by your age. It's not determined by what your friends are doing. It's determined by whether the reflection you see in the mirror still feels like you. If you started noticing changes in your jawline, neck, or lower face, and you're wondering whether you're a candidate, the best place to start is with a consultation and an honest conversation about your goals. You may discover that you're not ready for a facelift, or you may discover that the procedure you've been wondering about for years is exactly what can help you achieve the natural, refreshed appearance you're looking for. The important thing is getting the right information so you can make the decision that's best for you.